Here, here, there, everywhere. All right. All right, so flow for the month. We're gonna hit 10 reps of these, and then we'll get into actual class. We're gonna be working from our flat position. He's flattened us out here. He's got our heels to our butt. His elbows are on the mat. Right, well positioned to do like pressure, almost a body lock style pass. If he could lock his hands, this is where we're starting to flow from. He's going to be giving us some forward pressure because he wants to keep my heels pinned to my butt, right? If he starts getting loose down at my heels, start getting loose with your hips a little bit. If I'm able to even just a few inches where my heels come disconnected from my butt, now my quads can really start getting involved. So he's going to want to keep those pinned. Okay, he also doesn't want me able to pummel inside, pummel my hooks to the inside, or cover my guard, all that good stuff. Okay, so he's going to be giving us a little forward pressure. First thing we're going to do, grab our collar tie. As he's giving us this forward pressure, we welcome this. We're going to go with it by bringing our knees to our chest, and this will load him. See, now his head is even with my head, and now I am the ball. He's loaded. Now we're going to do what we call a forward shift, where we extend our feet along low, not kick up towards the ceiling, but kick straight out towards that wall over there, along the line of the mat here. As we let him pull that, we let that momentum pull us up. Okay, this is the forward shift. As part of the flow, as we hit this forward shift, there's this moment where my head crosses the plane of my hips. His head is weightless because all of his body weight is going that way. He can't do anything about where I want to direct his head. Okay, so as we hit that forward shift, my head crosses my hip line. I'm instantly going into a cross snap and feeding him into this front headlock position. Okay, from here, we're looking to lock. If there's a gap between his shoulder and our chest, we can go straight to that high risk position and go for our finish. But more times than not, his shoulder is still going to be connected to our chest. So I'm going to need to make an angle with my body in order to hit that high risk position. So as I cut my angle, I'm looking to shift my head to the other side of his body so that I can get this high risk position. Let me just change sides so you can see. All right, so he's here. I'm going to make an angle and shift my head towards the opposite side of his center line so that I can get that high risk position that we've been going over so much. All I need though is to be able to, at a minimum, work this wrist in between his shoulder and my chest in order to finish this, okay? So even if I don't quite get as high as I'd like, as long as this wrist can get inside and make connection, now it's money. As I start to sit to a hip, I'm going to trap the leg, and I'm looking to drive pressure into the artery. That's the whole point of the high risk position, right? We've been going over this for like 6 weeks. Okay, so one more time, working second. This was you in my dreams, brother.
Oh, yeah, that's what I like to hear.
All right, so he's crowding me. I can't get him away. He wants these persistent. That's fine. We're gonna load the collar tie. Load it. Once he's loaded, extend. Remember, low and flat, low and straight, not up towards the ceiling. Low and straight. As our head crosses our hip line, going to that cross snap, I need to make angle. Okay.
Yeah, it was a pop.
Okay, not bad, bro. Sorry. I'm gonna go slow here. All right. All right. I make angle just so I get my chest disconnected from his shoulder and work my wrist in to make connection with my hands. We sit to a hip. Remember, relax your throat. When you have that high risk position, it's all about elbow pressure, or the elbows coming towards the center line so that I drive that wrist into the secondary artery. Okay, makes sense? This is your first time doing this, right? Obviously.
I used to go to Grapple Jiu Jitsu, but it's been like 6 months since I've been.
Okay, this is your first time doing
Yeah.
this blood for sure. So you go and chat, all right? And you can talk him through some of it. And all I want him to work first is just hitting that forward shift. Okay. All right, questions? All right, let's hit 10 of these and then we'll dive into some more. With the forward shift, you want to sure. So you're yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there you go. Kind of low. You're kind of low. Bring your there. Good. All right, Bob. Now, if you want to, you can snap my head across.
This one.
Mhm.
Did I pull the right leg out?
Yeah, your arm
Hmm?
out.
Did I pull the right leg out here?
Snap me.
Yeah.
Yeah, just right. Just sit to your right hip.
All you gotta do now is snap my head up. I'm good.
No, it wasn't. Okay.
It was right.
And if you want, you can.
That's the reason I didn't pass. I was ready to tap, so you brought it down.
Yeah, shift your arm around the neck.
All right.
So what you're gonna do, if it don't look good, bring this arm up. Rotate the arm a little bit farther. No.
Yeah.
Now, fit to the hip. Yeah.
Like that?
That's one more involved. I'll show you later. But, whenever you're set to the hip, one time to raise your body a little bit. That way you can get the arm a little further around. That way you can get the arm in, get the pressure on the whatever. But other than that, the force is good.
Okay, so I was supposed to see.
Angle, Brian,
This.
so that you can make room, right?
Ankle blades, being that I'm straight ahead.
No, other way, other angle. Move your chest away from his shoulder. That's what you're looking to do as you shuck that wrist higher.
Yeah. But
Okay.
kind of bring your.
But disconnect your chest from his shoulder by moving your left hip away from him.
Some space in there.
Make sense? Yeah. Yep.
And then we just like that.
No, we go to our right hip, and the left leg's gonna come over. At least the left leg. You can lock a close guard too if you'd like. Up to you. All right.
Leg and body and kind of shift your arm around.
We're doing two.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, have to come all that. Just enough to where you have enough room. Put your leg in. Yeah, just enough room to like where you get that arm over the top. You're not being arm in. The arm's gonna be like this. No, you bring your arm over the top.
My right arm.
Hey, two things.
Was that a choke or was it? It was a little more of a frame.
Three things there, Brian. Yeah, three things there. One, first off, let's try to hit that cross snap when we come up. So you went same side, which is fine, but like I want to really work that cross snap. Okay. Secondly, when you create separation,
Which my right arm's under your neck
Here, right?
My right.
When I create that
Something my arm screws under your armpit.
I even noticed I was put like my palm here.
Over
Just to create awareness of the wall. As I start to create angle by moving my left hip away, this right arm, you did this, it wasn't quite deep. I want you to like put your crown up in the head. Your head goes to the other side of the center line as your wrist shoots up.
Okay.
Right there, if you want, okay? That's what's gonna make this choke deeper and less of a crank like you felt, more of an actual blood choke. See, now I'm in a high risk position, alright? So here, lastly, I always want your chin seeking to make contact with your back as you sit. So if I don't want you to, okay, you can't touch it, try to touch it.
Like you're gonna hug into me, try to keep it from extending
I don't
out.
want pulling up.
Right now.
When you grab it here and pull it up.
I'm just grabbing that little notch right there, and I'm trying to drive my elbows towards the center.
Just squeeze.
That's
your
how we're gonna finish
like
this
you mean.
fight.
No, like you're trying to shut me. Yeah, they
Say drive your
So
elbows
shut
towards the
me down.
center.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Kind of leaning forward into me.
So it's gonna line the spine, right?
Yeah.
So here
And here. This is where I try to get to.
here, watch my elbows.
Big neck. I'm trying to get
Yeah.
here.
See that? Take notes, sorry, but
No, it's not.
the elbows try to get around the spine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
But it also important to. Yeah, you got pretty good size neck, so it's hard to go.
That means you need to emphasize moving your head, right? And move your head so you can get more mobility to go.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was having a little trouble getting the mechanics down from there, because are you wrapping your legs over?
Yeah, they got legs.
At a minimum, blocking
Yeah, I felt they good legs.
the hip with one leg. If you can get a close guard, go for it. But you don't have to.
Yeah, so probably this leg blocking it.
But you at least want to shoot. Yeah, the side of his, the side away from the choke where he wants to come out.
Yeah.
We at least want to block his hip there.
Okay. So
But that it should be easy to get that foot out because you've already created some extra mobility by moving this hip away. Right? So as I fall,
Or should blow north either. I wish I did it. Okay, I'm gonna do it for like.
see what it's like, how you count weight your body. When your head is on top, you don't have to kind of rotate your head.
Yeah.
To give yourself that little extra room to reach.
Okay.
Cause you can do the work shit pretty good.
Just get to the fortunes right now. I'm gonna let you work the rest of it. But let's get really good board shift. Yeah. Yeah, looks good.
Yeah,
That's it. But hey, go ahead and show it with the cross snap, okay?
Yeah, I didn't want.
And that'll be your finishing point. So as you come up, I'm gonna snap into my opposite arm.
So I'm just trying to.
And then we're gonna stop right there.
There's a,
Upcut.
Yeah, so what you did just before you got the headlock, that was a cross snap.
You still got the same side, but anyways, put my head on the same side.
Yeah, that's where you're gonna end for now. We'll add to it before you say.
So when you feel that point where you got me extended and you're coming up, that's when you hit that cross net. When I'm kind of weightless, it gets below your shoulder line.
Yeah.
So it's like just a quick snap over.
Yeah.
You don't have to go too fast with it, just try to get you faster with it, that way.
Come across his banner.
So I know you're.
For you to get this high risk, your head has to go to the other side of the spine. You gotta shut it. Try to make constant contact with
Yeah,
it.
the only finishing mechanism for that would be
Just
just
try that all.
we're just gonna stop right there, that way you get a couple of these rips in.
I mean, I can't, I'm not.
No, never mind, you just need to.
Move your head to the other side of the spine. Still the risk is a little higher. See right now, here's your
I'm
leg,
in the.
but your head comes the other side. Pop it out, if you bring your head to my hand. You keep looking the other way, bring your head over here. Elbow drops, now the wrist can start to get higher, the more your head.
I'll see for a second.
Across the center line, if you bring his head, your head to his other shoulder, it's gonna make it much easier to get that wrist up there. Elbow this force eight, elbows up. Trying to get the drill in line with the spine, in line with his spine.
See how I'm snapping your head over? Like right there to the end.
That was the best one so far, Chad.
Thanks, man.
Good.
Really put some emphasis on it. And you, how are you creating that? Because he's, with somebody that's got pretty broad shoulders like him, he's got a pretty big neck and broad shoulders. Like to get over to do it. Trying to.
So I should just put in a wall.
A little bit of well,
Right here.
yeah.
So your hand just kind of, let's put it to use.
Mhm.
Just a little wall.
Okay.
Right, and now as I start to move my left away, I'm not really pushing him so much as I'm just kind of letting the frame stay there.
Mhm.
So that if he continues coming forward, I still have something there to resist. But I want to focus more on just moving my left hip away, and my head to the opposite shoulder. Especially if you got a big leg, we're gonna really have to
feel like I'm taking
right there, and you see how my head comes all the way over?
Yeah.
That's all I'm looking for right there, though.
Okay. I was wondering, yeah, because I was wondering like how you were really going about getting your head over there, but that makes no sense.
Yeah, and if I have to, like, I'll put a little hand right there, just a wall between his shoulder. I can always
It was worse.
even if he's touching me here, I can always reach at least his like medial left leg. See,
Yeah.
even if he's like hugging me, right? If he's like really tight, I can always pummel his hand. Even if his fingers down, you see that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's all I need, right? Because now I want to walk with my left hip. That's it.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Trying to make it more interesting, so that's for you.
Hey, real quick, dude, I can tell that I'm the one that's not able to see right now. I don't think he's like snapping my head to the right side or something.
Yeah, let's hit
It's on your throat. When
Yeah.
yeah, so like, it's just because my arm doesn't reach.
Cross snap, right?
You play football? Okay.
No, everybody has to lose that. I just
There's two things I want to work on.
work out every once in a while and
So if you're gonna call it,
I'm actually trying to lose the weight.
yeah, let's say because you're pretty,
Cross snap.
got some thickness to your. Yeah.
Oh.
You seem probably very well.
Well, it's gonna give you all like it'll chisel you down, make you lean.
Okay.
It also is like you build off strength too.
Yeah.
Cardio. Yeah, my cardio is gonna be so much better since I
Yep, so it's not better than
I was like in shape when I was downstairs. Yeah, it'll. You gotta go to bed early. That's for sure.
What made you want to get into jiu-jitsu?
I just have some sort of self.
Yeah.
You know, I compete. I enjoy it.
Have you ever had to use it?
Not so far. Like before I started, I had to use some form of ground game.
Yeah, that's what makes me want to get into martial arts. I just want to defend myself, man. Tired of people. You know, I don't want to be abused by anybody. I want to be able to know how to defend myself in case things get bad.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah.
That's a smart decision, man.
Oh, okay.
As my head crosses my hip line,
Yeah.
Here, I'll let you get going.
don't want to snap. Almost going down here. Want to snap when my head is higher than his hip.
You were getting the second side good.
Yeah.
I was doing that first too, and I couldn't.
Yeah, I got it so used to.
Hey, you can do either in the vault, but I want you to practice that cross snap.
Okay.
I really shoot that cross snap. Just see if you can do it.
So now. Right.
Yeah. Just across the front.
Yeah.
All right, guys, where are we looking? Almost at 10?
Oh, yeah,
If you're done with 10, go ahead and
You want to.
let me know by stopping. Because I just assumed you still
Let
go.
me know by default.
Um, elbows to the center line, right? Center line. Move, move. Get on your right hip.
Pull this wrist into his neck and take this over.
Still, yeah. That's the basic idea. We need to work on that. We can't.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
And you're also still a little
Good
bit
up.
shallow.
Yeah, I feel like I can't get my leg over his back at the same time. That's what it felt like.
Okay. Just
Or if I'm trying to do the leg and one of them will get off balance.
keep running. Are y'all on 10?
Close. We're close.
Y'all get one more piece and we're gonna move on.
Okay, all right. Oh,
I think there's a guy over at Nelson's gym named Chad. So he texted me already. Texted me the wrong person. He was like, "Oh my bad, wrong Chad." He was like, "See you Thursday."
yeah, I got you.
All right, guys, we're gonna play hot hands here for my new guys. Here's the objective of the game. So there's no win condition for the game for the entire time that we're going. All we're looking to do is first grip wrists, elbows, forehead, any combination thereof. Okay, any combination thereof, with the objective of getting at least one of my elbows in between his elbows. Okay, or both. That's fine too. And once I have at least one of my elbows on the inside of his elbows, now I want to get my head somewhere between his shoulders. Once I'm here, whether I have two elbows in or just one, I want to move him around the mat, maintain this position for as long as possible as he works to get his elbows back on the inside. Okay? See how? Just play this continuous. We both have the same objective. We're not trying to put them down. Okay? I'm not trying to attack anything. I'm only allowed to grab wrists, elbows, and head, and then put my head somewhere between his shoulders. That makes sense? You got it? All right, cool. All right, let's play. Bell's gonna ring. Just keep going. Yeah, y'all can start, but the bell's gonna ring to actually start keeping time. All right. Constantly looking to strip their grips and get your own grips, wrists, elbows, and head. Okay. Once you have inside position, we want to get our head involved. Get your head between the shoulders. Take your grips, Brian. He's not going to shoot on you. That's not in this game. Okay. I want you to specifically work on just these hand fighting sequences right now. Okay. Yep. 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 Once you have the inside position with your head and at least one elbow, push them around the mat until they recover. Just bully them around the mat once you have the inside position. Yep. Elbows to the inside. Good job, Brian. Yep. 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 Yep.
There we go. Just sit right under here. Okay.
Time, guys. Relax. Relax. Good job. Good job.
Right there. Here we get the balance spot. Good.
Feel like an actor. Feel like an actor.
What's up?
I said I feel like an actor now.
You are. It's called real life view.
Yeah, it's live.
All right. All right. We're gonna play the same game, but we're gonna add a new task for. So now, I'm still looking to grip wrists, elbows, and head, any combination thereof. Okay. Any way I so choose. Okay. Doesn't matter. But I still want one elbow to the inside if I'm gripping to the inside, or I want to get his elbow trapped in between my elbows and my head still somewhere between his shoulders. Okay, so now you can do either inside position or you can do outside position. Make sense? You can still, and we can still grip his head. We can still grip his head. We can still grip the elbow, the wrist. We can grip just the elbow. We can grip the elbow and the head. It doesn't matter as long as either I'm getting my elbows to the inside or I'm working one of his elbows in between my elbows with my head still in between his shoulders. Okay? Make sense? Same exact game. We're just adding one new thing. All right. Hey, when you get the outside though, continue keeping it until he's able to work out. Okay. At no point do you stop. It's a continuous game. So maintain it until he's out. There you go, Ian. Get your head involved. Get your head involved. Yep, there you go. Good job. Yep, he wants to circle out now, so. Yeah. Good job, Ian. That's a 30, and we're gonna have a problem. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to start coming up with some nicknames.
Ian, one, Ian, two.
Something a little more derogatory.
Oh, this one's full of you.
Yeah, he looks strong. How old are you, Ian?
20.
20?
Get the other sticks.
He looks like he has farm boy strength.
I don't know what that.
Remember, get your head involved as soon as you've got their elbow trapped or one of your elbows inside. You got to get your head involved. Okay. Good looks, Brian. Good looks. Time, guys. Good work. Good work. Get some water if you need it. Water if you need it. There's water in the fridge if you need it.
How much is the water?
That's free, bro.
No, it's not. Had to get like new things.
Hmm?
Had to get me a big water jug.
Nice. used to go through, like, I would buy a plastic jug and I drink one plastic jug a day for years.
Same.
But mainly because I was too lazy to like have something like that and wash it. But now ever since I became a dad, I just do dishes every night.
See, this one's easier to wash though.
What's that?
This one's so much easier to wash though, because it has a big top. So I can just clean down in there.
Yeah,
My Nalgene.
Yeah.
It has like a small top, so I have to force the brush in there.
super hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
First world problems.
Yeah, that's perfect. We'd be drinking out of dishes.
Like,
Go to the ditch real quick.
got to clean my thing. I get to carry a gallon of disease-free, filtered, clean water out around the day, right? Oh no, I have to sanitize it. All right. All right, we're gonna go back into our game we've played over the past few weeks. Our front hand box position. Okay. So the starting position is here with our chin strap, right? For a new, I'm not sure what you're familiar with, so if you already know this, my apologies. But palm cupping the chin, shoulder making connection with the neck, not the head, or I'm sorry, not the back, the neck specifically with the back of the neck with our shoulder, and then my left hand controlling and monitoring this elbow, and then up on at least one knee. You can be up off of both knees, or you can be on one, but we at least want the secondary side leg opposite our choke arm. We want to be active on it. Okay, this is the starting position. My only job on top is to maintain a line. So as Chad gets active and starts to make angle, I'll stay behind him. Okay. That's it. If Chad starts to build height, I want to break him back down. Okay? Get his elbows back down to the mat, get his knees back down to the mat. That's it. We're not trying to choke them. We're not trying to submit them at all. If you accidentally submit them or something, spawn got a tap, reset. But we're not trying to submit anyone. We just want to see how long can we maintain a line, keep their knees and elbows on the mat, and maintain a line with their spine. Okay. Bottom guy, you're just trying to get your head out of there, however you can. Whether you stand up, whether you circle, do whatever you want to do. Protect your neck at all times. Okay, be looking to assume they could choke you. Okay, they'll just be here doing this, right? This is a disaster. Okay, at least assume that if he wanted to, he could choke me. Okay, like be ready for that. Other than this, I don't care what you do. So as we get active. Get your head out of there at all costs. That's it. Okay? All right, let's go.
It was nice to get that active.
I can't let you embarrass me in front of the troops, bro. Hey, that's the lieutenant's job.
When you got three from here, make sure your palm is right there in my hand. These tight. Yeah,
Right.
that's good.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go, Brian.
Great.
Fight the hand. Start creating angle. Like the block of hips. Whatever you got to do, Brian. Just to get your head out of there. You can even commit to your back if you have to. It doesn't matter. As long as you free the head.
Yeah.
So, you ever see me start to height like that?
Oh, we're doing one-on-one.
Yeah. Just 1-on-1.
So, but yeah, I was gonna say, so better start up there. So if you start to build height, so go ahead and swing. Yeah, you see what I did? Yeah, pull you back down. Gave you a little pull. Yeah. Now, if they start to build a lot of height, so like get up to your feet, you can grab in there, pull back, and quickly get back here. Okay. Good. All right, we'll get on the. No, I'm.
Feel where his weight is, Brian. Feel where his momentum are going. And let him go. It's just off balance and get goes out. Free your head. There you go. Good job. You win if you get your head free. Perfect. Good job, Ian.
Good job. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let your weight do the work for you, Cody. Let your weight do the work for you, okay? Not so much squeezing. Just let your weight, let your shoulder, let your weight do the work for you.
Okay. A lot harder with lips. Yeah. So I should knock down like this.
You can grab behind my arm and you can pull me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right now, just focus on if his elbow is small or if he's small ground. Just you figure out how to put him back.
Okay.
Okay. We'll go through some techniques later. Let's see what you can come up with yourself. Good. 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 Get his elbows and his knees back to the mat. Yeah. Whatever you got to do that. Keep his head trapped. You get it back down to the mat. Okay. Okay. That's all good. Reset. Fine. Relax. Yeah. All right, guys. We'll play one more quick game and then we're gonna get into some actual instruction. There we go. All right, so this game is gonna start. Well, it starts. Okay. Top player's job the whole time is keep me flat on my back. That's all he wants to do. He's not looking to go past my legs. He just wants to specifically think, keep heels pinned to butt. Keep my feet pinned to my butt. Okay. You might not be able to see right now, but my heels are almost touching my butt. He could get a little tighter. All right.
That was being nice.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. So now my heels always be looking to take them to my butt and keep me flat on my back. So if I start coming up, don't let me come up, flatten me back up. All right. Bottom player, you win if you can hit a forward shift or if you can relock a closed guard. Make sense? So as we start to play, if you can either get that forward shift or you manage to get your hooks out and lock a closed guard, we'll count that too. Okay? 1, 2, 3. I'll let you go first.
So, you wanna, you're right here, as tight as you can get. Yeah, keeping my legs to my butt. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Good
job, Brian.
That's a good tweet for that's one.
Be thinking about where their momentum wants to go. Let that guide your decisions. What's up, Josh?
Well, that counter. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, if you're no longer depends on that,
Okay.
you win.
There you go.
We'll count that too.
Yeah, one way or the other.
We'll count that. Yeah, Brian.
You can tuck your arm.
2 more minutes to work, guys.
Yeah, it makes it a lot worse for me. Good?
Oh, yeah, it's much better.
Gotta watch out for that sweep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those hips. That's what's gonna make it hard for you to lock that taste start. Heels to his butt. Keep that hip line control. Constantly looking flat and down. Trying to get him anything. Think about where his momentum's going. If he drives in, you go with it and bring your knees to your chest. That's gonna let you back. 50 seconds to work, guys. Let's see. Yeah.
No, it's like two.
Did you? Oh, we got Tom King was happy. No, maybe I think those are the high rocks. We have
That Jack Allen, you get good fresh, you got split one off.
Yeah.
Yeah. He weighed in 195.
Was he taller than him?
No, not short. He
Yeah, okay, because on the,
was Jack.
on the first, on the video, they were.
He put on a half guard clinic though. He was good. He had
What's up,
great
y'all?
penny.
I really.
Great penny. Yeah, he did great.
Do that.
All right.
Yeah, but-
Let's see. Let's do.
One spot, I was really worried about that arm.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, please, Pat. On the arm bar? Yes, dude. I was like, God.
All right, guys. Let's yeah.
You got out of there.
All right, let's circle up. Just make a circle around me, everybody. Some of those solo drills. All right. This is another one of those that remember how we've done like solo drills for like tumbling triangles and
Leg and trees, all that good stuff.
here's another one you can add to your arsenal before class. So we're gonna talk about heisting today. Heisting, the whole idea. My hips are on the ground, okay, and I want to heist or get them out of there. Right, I want to get them up with a level change and get them ideally higher than my opponent. Okay, so imagine someone in front of me. The reason this is valuable, there's many places you might heist. Just on your knees. But one of the common places you're gonna heist is in this butterfly position, where he's starting to crowd me. I heist into a snap, right? This is why I'm times back trying. I thought that's what we've been on for over a month, right? But what you can do by yourself is first, I have some kind of arm out here that's making a frame, or it's using a collar tie. It's going to kind of depend on the situation, but I've got an arm out here that's doing something to manage distance with this guy, okay? The next one, that next arm, posting it, can be an elbow, it can be a hand, okay? But it's making some form of a kickstand for me to start having base this way so that I can get this leg weightless. Because if my weight is on this hip, if I can't get the weight off the hip, how am I supposed to get my foot out of there, right? I need a post. So that now I have a leg to make my hip weightless. Make sense? Okay, so here, action arm, doing something, monitoring distance, whatever. It might be a collar tie, it might be a post. Next, foot comes to my butt. Next, I'm going to drive. Don't think so much of back, okay, but think of level change. See how my knee almost drives forward? Okay, so if Chad's in front of me, you'll even see this more clearly. If Chad's so action hand, right? Post. I bring this foot out to go ahead and get it ready to move. And I come up, right? I don't just come back, okay, because he might also be really crowding me here. I want to have a wall for him to run into. If he is pressuring forward, he has a wall to run into right there. And this is actually going to play really nicely right into my hand, right? Because as I come up, I want to build height with my hip. And as soon as I can, now I'm coming to a knee. Okay? And if his pressure is still coming forward, that's where we hit that snap. Okay? We're not going to worry about the snap right now, but I want everybody to get a few reps of this. Just slow and methodical. Here, pose, foot comes in, knee drives forward as I build height with my hip. And I'm out of there. Okay? We do the same thing. We do a technical stand-up. Make sense? When we've taught a technical stand-up in the past, right? Like Chad has pushed me down. He's walking forward, he's walking me down. Just hip height. Okay, just say hip height. All right, everybody hit you in these. And then we're gonna put some application to it. Okay, one here. Foot inside, up, remember, up, not back. Driving forward, I've got a wall for him to run into. Getting my hips out of there. That's it. You should be able to have this post, be able to make your hip weightless, and just kind of swing on it. Okay, might require a little dexterity, a little balance, but you should be able to at least get your hip off the ground, even if maybe you can't do the swing. Okay. You can also do this from an elbow. Okay. Okay. And lastly, you can also not just go to a knee, you can go to both feet. Here, here. You're going to use all of these. Based on the situation, you're going to use all of these. All right. All right, let's put some actual application behind it, something to drill. Here, come here, Josh. Let's get you warmed up a little bit. All right, so we're playing our butterfly guard. Okay, and this guy is not connected to me right now, right? If he starts pressuring forward and making some sort of lower body, get your head kind of in my shoulder. Yeah, some sort of any kind of connection to my lower body, it's gonna change. Okay, we'll get there. But right now, he's just kind of like chilling in front of me. He's not really like diving in. There's no connection. I'm playing butterfly. First thing we're going to look to do, collar tie. Now we can use this in multiple ways. All right, we talk about dilemmas all the time. One thing I can do, cross snap. If I can just hit that, then great. But oftentimes, especially if I just reach up and I go for it, yeah, it gets really heavy and I can't do it. But he's taking his weight up there, up for me, right? So as he's taking his weight up there, this is the time to let him pull me up a little bit, right? To initiate this action. So again, I have my action arm, putting it all together now. I go to snap, he postures up here, here, okay? Specifically, go for the cross snap. If he's not giving it to me, pose. Knee drives forward, hips come up, okay? I get mine to my knee or my foot, doesn't matter. Just gonna go to the knee for now. And once I'm here, I'm immediately looking for getting hit the crown of his head. If I can get to the crown of his head lower than my armpit, this is snap down territory. This is front headlock territory, okay? I can't hit it when he's up there, but I can hit it as I build height, right? And I snap down, I can get it, okay? There's this point where right there, I can hit it now. It's money. Right there. And I'm already out at an angle. I'm straight into my high risk position. Okay. Cool. So one more. You can also do this. You can do a dilemma here. Well, let's back up just a little bit. You can also make a dilemma to where actually he's not really doing anything. He's afraid to engage. Maybe he knows that you enter the leg, whatever it is. You're good at butterflies. For some reason, he's timid. Well, I can hit him with the height so that he drives forward, right? And then I can still use that momentum to heist, or I can start up on a heist and he drives forward, and I can just go back to my cross snap, seating. Okay, you can play this momentum dilemma. We do this everywhere, right? Here, I can either hit him with the cross snap first to get a reaction, and as he goes back, let him pull me up, or heist. As he drives back, I can either snap him down in the seated front head, or I can still heist. Make sense? All right, play with this. Play with any of those variations you just saw. Let's do 10 reps a piece, and then we'll move on. Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3. Sure. Change it.
Yeah. I never get my shoulder connected. Oh, my knees right. Oh, would you? Yeah, that's costly. Oh, yeah. 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 Yes. That's the following up. It might have slipped a little bit, but I think it's still alive. Okay. I'm scanning. I didn't do what I was supposed to do.
We gonna try to get. Yeah.
No. Keep on moving.
You wanna try? They know what else to do. Yes.
Well, you can hard, I think we do.
This week anyway.
We go.
It just so happens to be very timely for advance that.
You can still read down, especially when you got the hair for the crowd.
Yeah, okay.
Guys, remember when we hit that snap and we're in the front headlock, we're always immediately looking for that high risk position. If there's no space, or if there's space between shoulder and chest, head shuts across the center line, wrist comes up, like all the time. This is something this should be muscle memory. We're always looking for that if it's there. Good, Brian. Push. Yeah.
That was over. I figured out what I'm doing wrong. If I can ever figure out.
All right, guys. Hey, let's add to this. And then we're gonna get one round in. We'll keep going later in the week on the high sync, but let's get one more in. All right. So this is just another variation of the same thing. So you can keep repping the same one you're doing. I'm gonna give you one extra tool. Okay, so collar tie. Remember, also all these collar ties, don't be so like rigid, like forcing everything. Just kind of like I'm just up and I'm kind of hanging. Like I'm not looking like pull him so much. I'm just kind of like hanging on. All right. He's gonna. If I'm doing this well, he's gonna like be pulling for me because he's still a threat. So he's gonna start. Yeah. He's gonna create tension himself. This is something I'm trying to get better at right now myself too. It's just being like water, no tension, right? Like tension only when I absolutely have to have it, but ideally just kind of letting frames and letting them go where they want to go, letting the momentum go where it needs to go, but not being so tense. Right? So here we do the same thing where we're going to do the same thing, but instead we're going to put this foot before we heist out of there. We're going to put it to work. Okay, so instead of bringing it to I like to, a lot of times we'll go bring it to the outside of the knee here, where I bring shoelaces to the outside of the knee. Okay, that's called butterfly half guard, kind of like called butter half. But instead, before I hit this heist, I put to the inside of the knee, and I can off balance him just by plowing through right there. And now I can still hit the heist. Okay, and now I mean we're even in triangle territory at this point. If he's this low, his arms this high,
Sure, we got front headlock. We're also in on a trap triangle if you prefer that. Okay, triangle is more your style. So one more time. We're playing this dilemma of shoving in, getting a reaction, trying to snap it down to give us another reaction back forward or backwards. I'm going to take this foot to the inside of the knee and just flap it right there. Look at my elbows from the inside. At no point am I going here, because now he's just going to dive in. Yeah. Okay. Elbow remains framed, not like tense, but just on the inside. So I just plow them out. I'm still driving the knee forward, hips up, and then I'm out of there. Right? And now I'm straight in here. High wrist. Once I'm in high wrist, we go for high elbow, we can go for low elbow, we can go for arm in, do whatever you want to do. We've been on this for a month. Everybody but Ian should have at least 3 things that you can go for in this position, okay? So run a few more of these, and then we're gonna get 1 round in before we start practice, because I want Brian, you said we're staying for practice. I want to make sure you get a round.
Okay,
good. All right, 1, 2, 3.
You want the raw? Yeah, sure.
no, I haven't seen that.
Did we ever figure out?
Yeah, I found. I posted them earlier.
Oh, you found some earphones?
They're on the Grapple page on Facebook.
Okay, word.
I tagged you in them.
Put it out or back? Yeah.
Back?
Sorry, what? It was just like my fingers, but it's super. But it's my hand, my head. That might be bad.
Post. Right. Right, it's still posted, right? So yeah, I plow, and then I just.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. And so at that point, he's.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's what. Yeah, yeah, it does.
One of the ladies had a down paying going to the city.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Get that elbow connected to him, okay, Brian?
Or. I figured that up.
Yeah, let's drill the height. I mean, if you can hit it, you might hit a snap there, but let's just drill the height. I think it just depends on you. I prefer to get my hips out of there if I can. I like my hips being higher than your hips. It gives me more options for me. Let's stay on top.
All right.
All right, everybody hit 3 more apiece, and then we're gonna get 1 match in.
I'm gonna keep going. I'm just sitting here. So the video, I don't know what it felt like you wanted to out more.
Oh, no, I think it's good.
He said he's still on staff.
I almost got the money back. Only because it was that statement. I was like, I feel the parts of it. It's like, his parents are here. It was never like, it was never really.
It looks bad.
I heard it tell it was trying to see it. I took my tell exactly, it was like no danger, like. I think I'd be worried about the shit lot myself.
Yeah.
I read.
What was, all right, and gears.
And he was just like holding case and cranking his neck.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He was a catch wrestler.
Yeah, he threw me. I thought I got there. I was, did y'all ever listen to
I know y'all probably watch the back of y'all.
Oh, yeah. Go over. They're like,
Commentator's funny.
They're like, yeah, this guy is actually in the office. Who's for a large corporation. And he said he rolled with you if you were, I guess there's like the night before.
Yeah, then Travis.
Yeah. And that was
The mark of an athlete.
the first guy, they're like, this guy looks like this,
just like academy.
All right, guys, time. Let's get around it.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
That's fine. Making sure.
I had the overlay on the same side of the
Yeah.
armor.
Yeah.
Chat, do you want to roll again? It's your choice. It's your first time, so there's no pressure to roll. If you'd like to just watch, that's totally fine.
I'll watch.
Yeah, just watch one. That's my preference for you anyway. Plus, I'd rather beat up Chad. So I appreciate it. Let's beat up Chad.
I thought you were gonna have to jump for a second there. Well, this one of the false read accusations. No.
Slip. There.
I can't even bring my butthole.
Delicious.
I don't want to get that to be a mission.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Nothing to say.
Watch it.
Taught me to like me.
Oh, I'm about to.
Time, guys. One more. Get one more.
Yeah.
I was just trying.
I mean, what?
Okay, maybe one more sip.
Water boy. Roll.
You staying flat?
Well, we just watched the videos. There's another,
Yes.
oh. Right there, someone sent them. Yeah.
Put you on your face.
I'm used to it. You've been doing jiu jitsu. About 3 months now. Not very long. Supposed to have about. I got a grappling dummy in my house that I practice on. That's how I learned to do the free kick. Yeah.
You made on fried rice. And hurt yourself like a baby. Go full pound. 8 ounce beta gear. Wobbly, wobbly, wobbly. Stand spot.
You gonna come back or go get some thought, get back to this?
I gotta talk to my family about the decision.
You know, I'll do about that.
Sounds good.
I'm good, so good conversation.
Yeah, sit.
Nice meeting you. Yeah.
Reaching. Buddy.
Let's see.
Guys, couple of announcements. We got
What was your name?
kids classes starting on June 5th.
How we doing, dude? Be safe.
Kids classes starting on June 5th.
Can I talk to the kid class?
You can come help coach kids class.
I want to roll with the kids. Who's on with them?
You are a kid.
Exactly.
Ages 4 to 12 for now. We're gonna put you in adults class if you're 13 for now. It might change later, but definitely need help. I always am gonna need a second coach for those classes. So as many volunteers as I get. It's only gonna be Thursdays to start.
Thursday?
Only Thursdays to start.
Like all Thursday.
No, just 5 p.m. before this class.
What's a good base to teach a kid like Kimura?
Oh, most of the kid stuff is going to be a lot more positional based, and a lot of heavily game based, especially the young kids. They're not going to sit through any kind of instruction. 7 and up might like.
Do you want your last name more?
7 and up might